everybody. I'm Dr. Jeffrey E. Berger, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 8 of the Holistic True Wealth series in collaboration with Mupo TV, part of Mupo Entertainment. As the CEO and founder of Abundance and Optimum Wellness and a certified holistic wellness coach, I am of the belief we all should be living a life of abundance and optimum wellness physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. As a certified holistic coach today, I take a finance-first approach to achieving all-encompassing personal well-being by embracing new ways to true wealth in the modern world. Exploring diverse paths opens the doors to true wealth in every sense. As a global ambassador for an innovative company revolutionizing the future of real estate through digital technology, I'm deeply committed to empowering individuals and communities worldwide. My mission goes beyond business by providing global-minded entrepreneurs with new ways to true wealth in the modern world so they can circumvent the system and go from financial fatigue to financial freedom. It's about creating opportunities, providing access, and building a more inclusive and supportive digital world where everyone has a chance to thrive. True wealth is not only about money. It's a combination of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial fitness. Myself and my special guests are all about bringing awareness around alternative solutions from all aspects, leading one towards a path to overall true wealth. The mission: provide real solutions for real people like you who are serious about wanting to go from barely surviving to thriving. I wanted to share this image here. This is New Jersey, July 2024. I attended my second Mupo Entertainment red carpet event. And because of you out there, I humbly received my second award for the Best Holistic True Wealth TV series. I'm extremely appreciative to my family, my friends, my followers, and supporters during this incredible journey. And if you'd like to get access to my digital marketing brochure, just scan that QR code that's on the screen right there, and it'll share a lot more of outside of that little short video that I shared. So before I get started with my special guest today, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And for those that are interested, you can find this interview series in collaboration with Mupo TV at mupotv.com, or you can download their Android or iOS app. And we're also seeing on Fire TV, Roku, Vimeo in 144 countries. And I will be right back with our special guest today. Okay, we are back from commercial break, and with me today is Nancy Boudrie, who is joining us from Westchester, Pennsylvania. She is the founder and the president of Awaken with Light, Inc. She's a mindset coach, a leadership development coach, Reiki and energy healer, among many other attributes over a 30-year expand with business experience. And finally, her passion and purpose is to help others bring a better sense of peace and balance to their lives. So welcome to the show, Nancy, today.
Oh, Jeffrey, I'm so grateful to be here.
Awesome. So I assume you have snow up there today, right?
No, but it's bitter cold.
Cold.
Yeah, we skated the snow. I guess some places out west of us got it. Pittsburgh, I think, it got snow.
Oh, wow. I know I know Buffalo's getting hit. So
Exactly.
glad
Exactly.
glad we're down here in Florida. So before we jump into the questions, please share with our viewers a little bit about who Nancy is outside of being an entrepreneur and businesswoman.
I think my greatest success story is my two adult children. I have a 24-year-old and a 27-year-old, thriving, living with passion and purpose. I'm walking the walk, talking the talk. They learn from a very early age. So that's probably my biggest accomplishment in life, I would say. And I'm also a bonus mom, or have bonus children that are also adults. I have 5 of those and 10 bonus grandkids. So
Oh, wow.
we got a small army, and it's loads of fun. My other big thing is I love spending time out in nature. I'm a big hiker, a big outdoors, just spending time connecting. That's where I feel grounded. That's where I get centered. And then lastly, I do some volunteer work with Unite for Her, which is a women's women that are battling breast cancer.
Mm,
I'm a Reiki practitioner for them. And
right.
I also help women. It's when they transition back into the workforce. The organization's name is escaping me because they just merged with another organization. They changed their name, but really helping women adapt if they came out of incarceration, if they battered situation. So I just love giving back because of all the things that have been given to me. So.
Awesome. Well, that's great. That's wonderful. So thanks for sharing that. I like to share with my audience what people do outside of their business, and I've learned some things that I've never knew about them as well. So that's why I love that question to start
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
gate.
There's so
So
much more to us than just
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
absolutely. So, you're the founder and the president of Awaken with Light Inc. for 19 years now. So, please share with us a little bit more about why you formed the company and some specifics around your approach to the first one is the mindset and mindfulness coaching. And then the second one is the leadership, the training approaches that you're doing today to work with people and take it from there.
Sure. So Awaken with Light was really born out of my own journey with burnout, um, general, putting it in general terms. I owned a very successful 7-figure multi-location insurance agency. Loved it, was passionate, just didn't have a compass for how to regulate my giving and receiving. And what I mean by that is giving back to myself or taking time for self.
Sure.
I was the Energizer Bunny on steroids, and just loved all the aspects of my life. I was a thriving mom, active in my community, had this successful business, and just didn't have a gauge. So I really Awaken with Light was born out of that challenge because I started having physical issues. And all they kept saying is, it's your stress. What's your stress like? And I'm like, doesn't everybody have stress? I mean, come on. Like, but nobody's equipped to give you tools to battle that stress or,
Yeah.
Find the balance. I mean, people tell you to find the balance, but how do you find the balance? It's all how you are brought, work ethic, all this stuff. So, Awaken with Light was born because I awoken the light within myself. It was flippantly said finally in exhaustion by a nurse practitioner, go take a yoga class. And I said, you think that'll actually help me? And she goes, well, can't hurt. And so I go to the yoga class and I found out a whole nother way of living and being and doing. I learned how to meditate. And yeah, for somebody who is, their mind is never quiet. I
Right.
love, teaching people it's not about chanting Om and being in stillness for 30 minutes. How do you actually navigate life? Create a life you want to live. And so like my tagline is create a life you design, not one of default. So it's
Right.
really teaching people how to dial in to create that space. If you are in a rapid fire environment and you are highly driven and stress filled, it is the nature of the beast. How do you navigate? And that's what my passion and purpose in my mindset and mindfulness coaching.
And that's awesome. You talk about the burnout. I've been through two major burnouts in my life, 2015 and actually 2023. And, this is where we need to be CEOs of our own life in all aspects. And, in the beginning, it was more on the pharmaceuticals, because when you go to the doctors and ask them, how can I reduce my stress? How can I, anxiety, blah, 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 blah. It's always going to the green book to get the next best prescription. And that was like the worst to go. But yeah, and having chosen holistic, which is what you're all about, it's really opened up, as I say, Pandora's box to a plethora of amazing things that are out there that are not in mainstream medicine. And unfortunately, they're taught one way, and that's the only way that they will go. And they won't be susceptible to, utilizing both. And I don't take away from Western medicine, because when I'm passing a kidney stone, give me that morphine.
Yes.
But I didn't need my medications that my doctor said you have to stay on these for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So, so you specialize in like individual as well as group coaching for professionals and leaders, fostering holistic, personal and professional growth. And, I'm hearing more and more this holistic aspect of it, which is awesome. So how does this program work for those who are looking for this type of coaching?
Sure. Absolutely. I think this is really what jazzes me, because over the last 20 years, well, personal journey has been 24. I started studying with Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, the founding father of mindful-based stress reduction. I've also taken several classes with Dr. Joe Dispenza, workshops that he's had. Dr. David Hawkins, never got to know him personally before his death, but I've read all his books. And then Dr. Wayne Dyer, I've seen speak several times, sat next to him, actually got to know him before his death. So those four doctors influenced my trademark methodology, which is called the Pathway to Inner Peace. And it's featuring 4 pillars that I call the 4R method. It's recognize what's going on, self-awareness. And we think we're self-aware, but I'm really dialing people into being really emotional. What's your thought patterns? What is your emotional set point? What are the thoughts you're creating? What are the perceptions you have? What are the belief systems? All this stuff, right? And there's a method in my madness. It's the recognize, then releasing what no longer serves, which I, again, am guiding them, very much holding their hand, teaching them how to navigate this themselves, and to rewire the brain, which is the third, and radiate their best self. And all my, especially my one-on-one, which really jazzes me because you get to know the person very intimately. They're given personalized recordings that I do for them to help them facilitate change. Nice. And the program is really transformational. I have so many strong testimonials. It's just, I rest my head on my pillow and said, if I die tomorrow, I've changed thousands of lives. And I'm very grateful for that. And my group coaching is basically the same thing. I typically bring it into leadership, into like a group that already kind of knows each other. I might, as the new year approaches, integrate the grouping, group coaching, where I draw from all walks of life. But again, for me, it's not about scaling my business. It is about making change, transforming lives. And my best and easiest way to do that is one-on-one, which is hard to scale, right? So, but it's my passion. So what I typically do on that, I do a lot of corporate speaking, conscious leadership teaching. My mission is to awaken the corporate America, their leaders, to live and lead consciously and not mindlessly. Right. So.
Awesome. Yeah, we need to be awakened to many, many things. And I think that we've grown up in an era where we're taught to be in boxes and not think for ourselves.
Exactly.
And, my transformational journey has just been unbelievable. But this is great stuff. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. I mentioned earlier that I'm a global ambassador for a very unique company that has digitized real estate on the blockchain technology. And we've just announced an IPO, 24 to 36 month IPO that I'm very, very excited about, as well as setting up San Francisco as our USA headquarters. So that's very exciting. I want to share the next commercial a little bit about what we have going on. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and on the screen here are the two ways to get a hold and get connected with Nancy, but also in the streaming banner below is her LinkedIn profile. So definitely reach out to her on LinkedIn, primary source there, and then her two websites. So with that, for those who are really not familiar with connecting the power within, order to learn how to bring a better sense of peace and balance to their lives, can you take us on a small journey of, for the viewers on, what that is about and what they could expect to experience?
So I would say, imagine starting your day with a clear mind, a calm heart, and true intentionality, and watch how productive and peace-filled and peak perform you can be, how your day will be transformed. And when you connect to your own inner power, which I teach you, you learn to respond to challenges from a place of strength rather than reactivity, a place of true response. And during our sessions, I guide clients to tune into that. We can call it the authentic self, but I'm using mindfulness as the tool to transform, because it is rooted in research and data that actually shows we can rewire the brain. Mm-hmm. And it's like uncovering that compass that I was talking about that I lacked within yourself, one that leads you towards that peace, that purpose, that balance, no matter how chaotic your life is.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And you talk about react, and my experience has been when I was hit with stressors, I would react.
Yes.
And now that I am off all those medications and really understanding about the microbiome, the gut, brain, heart, access, health, I've chosen to evaluate instead of react. So when I'm stressed out or something is hitting me, take a step back and evaluate. Why am I being stressed? What am I supposed to learn from this? What am I supposed to take away from it? And what am I supposed to share with others about this experience to help others get through that? Because we're always going to be hit with stressors. And it's a matter of what are you going to do when that happens? Are you going to react and be tyrant and blow up and scream and yell and throw a temper tantrum, or are you going to take that in and learn from it? Which is awesome. And this is something where, just like myself, I believe that we both can put ourselves into this box of become comfortable within your uncomfortable zone. And because this is where true growth actually occurs from all aspects, because you have to get uncomfortable with getting out of that situation. So would you elaborate from your perspective, in this area, sharing about your own journey of self-discovery and reaching the point where you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. My journey was all about embracing the discomfort. You hit that nail on the head, because you have to, I tell people all the time, this journey is not for the non-courageous. You have to have courage. You have to be able to turn and look at the wounded parts of yourself, the things that you might deem weak, because in actuality, all of them serve us. You just got to change that frame of mind. And when you were talking about taking that step back, I call it the power in the pause. And mindfulness teaches you to be the observer with curiosity and non-judgment. So I had to get really curious in what it wasn't. I can't say that it was the external that was the fault. It's how am I allowing the external to affect me? How and what can I do to take back my power? So transitioning from that successful career in corporate leadership, managing, that I had that thriving job, to becoming a founder of Awaken with Light was a leap into the unknown. But I really believe that living with purpose and passion, and I could have found that in the insurance industry, absolutely, hands down, because I was being of service. But what I really felt like the world needed was this awakening to the holistic way of living that we don't get. And so those moments of fear and doubt, I leaned in, and with mindfulness and that inner trust on cultivating that inner guidance within myself, and that opportunity to really align and live life on my terms, creating the life I wanted to design.
Awesome. That's really great. And I see more and more people like yourself and myself who are out there really spreading the word and bringing more awareness around these, these different types of programs, awareness that there are other things that are out there that will level you up, whether it's personal, professional, health-wise, financial, so forth and so on. It will take you to that next level because it's not part of their agenda. They want you to be in this little box and, be puppets and listen to what I say and, do as I tell you to do, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And people are just not happy with that situation. So, so with that, if there was one nugget, one piece of advice that you could provide one or more of our viewers today who are sick and tired of being sick and tired and are looking for that glimmer of hope, because that's what I was looking for back in 2018, was that hope.
Yeah.
And wanted to improve their health, anything personal to them, anything professional or business to them, what would that be?
Yeah. I would say simply start by becoming more mindful of your breath. Your breath is always with you. And the breath is the most powerful way to stop, take a breath, observe, and then purposely proceed. So it doesn't matter whether it's a personal challenge or a professional challenge. Build on creating those small intentional moments of stillness throughout your day by connecting to and developing mindful breath and creating that ripple effect of clarity, energy, and hope. Those small things. You're not stuck. Take back your power. I tell people all the time, get out of the victim and become the master. And there's people like us that will guide you. So you're not alone. You have to take the initiative to align with a professional, but there are people that will help you and guide you. You're not alone. So that's what I would say.
Beautiful. Perfectly said. And I can't thank you enough for joining me today, Nancy, on this show, because everybody brings so much value and insight to their expertise in what they want to do from their passion to help others really level up in their lives. And I'm very, very grateful that you took the time and come on today. So for those of you who are open and looking for, getting some education and getting informed, I'd like to, mention, as I said, I'm a global ambassador for this international digital real estate ownership company that's expanding in the U.S. market. And I'm expanding globally as well. But if you're curious about decentralization, real world assets, digital real estate ownership, the metaverse, we are uh, building a collaborative and a very eclectic, unique ecosystem of real estate tech, financial tech, educational tech, and others that are coming in the future. If you want to register, enroll in one of the next upcoming webinars that are held on a monthly basis, just scan that code, the QR code, because I'm educating those who are looking for what's happening today that is going to impact the world over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years in the future. Those of us that are aware today, and it's already started to impact us in many wonderful ways. So it's the objective of people who are looking, who are open-minded, pioneer thinking. You don't want to miss out on being a pioneer, because back in the day of Amazon and Netflix and Apple, they started in their own industries, and we are too, because we're in a new era. We're in a paradigm shift. So, and I'm confident that we might have one of those things for you, and we may not, and that's okay too. So with that, holistic true wealth is about balance and harmony across all of the disciplines that I embrace and that I actually teach. And by embracing this holistic approach that, Nancy's talking about, holistic, this is a new thing where, it's clean, it's cut, and it's, more open and freestyle. And by embracing these holistic approaches that are out there, we can achieve a state of well-being that is sustainable and fulfilling, leading us to live our best lives. So with that, holistic mental and financial fitness is a new path to embracing true wealth. And what I say is embracing new ways to true wealth in the modern world is where everything is going. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll catch you on the next show.
I was playing. Huh. I was playing. Huh.